Welcome back to It's a Tool Thing, Drawer 8 in the Toolbox Tour. This drawer here is kind of in flux also. I really do like these bins being in the in this drawer. They got a few random things that are just kind of hanging out. But I like to be able to grab these bins and put them right into action. But it is a lot of wasted space in the box. Right now I've got the room because I haven't pulled extra stuff in. I really don't know what to do with this drawer. I try to utilize the full depth of the drawer, if at all possible. So that's the real thing. I mean, there's definitely common tools I could stick. It's the main top drawer on the shorter side here. But I just haven't come to it. These bins actually, if I wanted to just put one in, they'll actually fit in this orientation too. I can still fit two of them in this way if I wanted to. So I could utilize another section of this drawer, just keep one bin here, which is probably what's going to end up happening at the end of the day. And just a side note, the reason these bins are different colors, I tried to get the yellow one, but my dealer couldn't give me yellow ones, so I ended up with two black ones. But I thought, you know what, if I have these bins and I'm doing something, it's like color code and those sockets, it'd be a good way to keep track of what bins got what crap, basically. And I just picked up a few quarter drive tools here just recently in my toolbox tour. A little bit of paint, touch-up paint that came with the box there. So I'm going to have to figure out how to try to put those in this area back here. 3/4 drive. I've had the chromes. They're a mixed bag, mostly Craftsman, for a long time. Try to utilize the space as best I can. I mean, most of these have at least two sockets in them, like this here. There's a socket inside a socket. But there's quite a few of them. Majority of them actually have three adapters, 3/4 drive adapters, half inch to half inch. They tend to explode. So it's nice to have a couple of those. 3/4 in the other direction. I've got a few of them, but this one I keep right in my 3/4 stuff. Just keep it at hand. Some of them even have 4 of them, I think. Maybe it's still only 3. Still only 3. Excuse me. Here stacked up. I just picked this unit up. Actually, mostly because somebody tried to borrow one from me, and I didn't have one. Ended up running into a snap-on actual impact 3/4 1-inch adapter, and I said I don't even have a 1-inch gun, but I like to have tools. So I went ahead and snagged it. Next here is a set of deep impact sockets, 3/4 drive, up to 1 5/8. I actually purchased this set new, set of Sun X. And the funny part was I was looking at a set of Ingersoll that went, it wasn't large of a set. I think it went from 1.5 inches down to maybe 1 inch or something like that. I think the set goes down to 3/4. And I ended up going into the Sun X. I've been pretty happy with Sun X sockets for the larger sizes, 12 points. They're probably finding them for 6.3/8 or whatever, but I just don't have any of them. But I've been pretty satisfied with them. Decided to go ahead and buy the larger set here, even though it was a little bit more money and new, which isn't normal for me. But I'm really glad I did, because this 1 5/8, I was just like, hey, you know, we'll go up to 1.5 inches, I'll be good. But you can see that 1 5/8 has more wear on it than any of the other ones. You can obviously see this one's been used quite a bit. A few other ones have been used. This one here has been used quite a bit. Not something I need every day, but handy to have. Down here, the only 3/4 12 point that I think I have, it's specifically for crank bolts. I was doing those torque turns. It's a snap-on. I don't know if I can get it to read out here, but it's a 3/4 19 millimeter, as far as I'm concerned. But the bolt's actually a 12 point. So I saw a deal on that, snagged it. Used that quite a bit actually. This other set here is a nice set, USA made. I think it's UTG or something written on it. Yeah, excuse me, UTC. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Been a nice set. They're actual impacts, nice quality, USA made. Can't seem to find out much information on them. I ended up getting a really good deal. Pawn shop had these things for years and years and years, and I just saw them one day and thought, I wonder how much they'd take for them. And I think for the whole set, I think I paid like 25, 30 bucks. It was in a case originally. Came with the pins in most cases and the O-ring and everything for the pin lock system. The set goes down way too small. I've actually seen smaller, but it goes down to 11/16. I mean, I don't know about you. There's maybe somewhere you might use an 11/16, so I don't want to throw it away. Just figured I'd stack it up and live with it not being as pretty. Pretty isn't always important, but keeping stuff somewhat organized so you can find it when you need it is the way to go. This here is just kind of I try not to have junk drawers. I definitely have a few junk spaces, but pens and stuff, just kind of a bin that I had. Pens and notepads and whatnot. And then of course we got, this is that rebuild kit, snap-on rebuild kit that I purchased to convert my quarter drive to 3/8, and this is actually the parts left over from converting it. Probably use it on something. I actually don't even have a 72 tooth quarter drive one, I don't think. The quarter drives I have are, no, that's not true. I guess it would work in that longer snap-on one. If I needed to rebuild it, I could do it real quick. And my snap-on guy, he's a pretty good guy, but unfortunately we're on Wednesdays, and for some reason he always says that we get the short end of the stick, because his shipping schedule, for whatever reason, if we order something on Wednesday and he doesn't have it in stock, or we try to purchase something, he's got to order it. It always takes 2 weeks. Can't get something turned over in a week, very rarely, unless you special order and pay air freight and everything else. So that's everything in this drawer. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.